Hello everyone and welcome to Flosstube episode 48. There's so much stuff going on in my life that I'm just over it. Like I'm over it. I am ready to just be like, done. That's the best place to start. Let's just say in between recording the knitting podcast and getting to record the Flosstube podcast, stuff just keeps going on and it's like, no, I don't have time for you. I'm sorry, I do stuff during the day. Alrighty, so we're gonna get into the stuff I've actually stitched on and then some haul, and yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be stitching. It hasn't been too easy because I burnt myself. I'm not gonna go into it too deep. Did that on the knitting podcast, don't want to rehash it. But either way. So one of the things that saw work, I think these are going to be going backwards from what I just worked on to what I was working on. I picked up the Friends Forever Counted Cross-Stitch Chart featuring the artwork of Elena Ellis. This was done by Lena Lawson Needle Arts. I have a bunch of Lena Lawson that I love, and it's this one, the Two Little Sheepies. They're going butterfly hunting. I started this, not this May, but the previous May during Stitch Mania, and I actually looked and I finished a lot of things from Stitch Mania, so I feel a lot better about myself, but this is one that is not done, so I had to start it, or I had to go back to it. So I did manage to finish a full sheep. He's so cute. The back stitching is not done, but that is 2 pages worth. And then I've got another 2 pages worth over here, which is the other sheep, and then I've got the outlining. I have my Everyday Stitcher Dia de los Muertos needle minder. I have a bunch of them. I've kind of gone off the deep end with her, and I'm okay with that. I'll stay off the deep end. It's a place I like to be. So I finished the sheep, and I felt really good about it. I had basically most of his butt and the green part to do. So he's going to go away again for a little bit, but I could see this being a good, easy finish just to make me feel better, because it has been around for a while. So I went through stuff that I've started and which ones I want to get back to, and I pulled out the 3 kitties I have, right? Like I started that, and I was going to do one for each of my cats, and I started it when they were all alive, and now I only have one, and she's not going to be around forever. So that made me cry. So that one's probably going to be put on hold indefinitely. Just for my sanity, because I can't. And I'm not editing out my drinking, because I don't care. I did work a fair bit on Stevie, my Gypsy Queen by Mirabilia. I do understand that Gypsy is a slur that should not be used, but I call her Stevie, so it's all good. And on this one, I have another Everyday Stitcher one. It's my little Batty Bat. He's very cute. He makes me smile. So I am almost done up to the point where I start beading. That is where I'm at. That is where I'm at. So the stuff I finished since you last saw it was the dangly bit. I've finished most of this. And got started on the wrong way. There we go. This coloring. So that sash goes all the way across the bottom, and then I hit the beading. And I am super excited about that, as anyone would be. And so I think she's going to see some work. I will probably pull her out again really soon, because I want to get to just the beading portion. And once she's done, I believe I will start a stitch along with the Angel of Peace. I want to have her done first. That's my whole thing. I want to get her done. I don't think beading is going to take very long, because while there's a lot of it, it's not overwhelming. The back stitching and beading, I love it. I love her. I will wait, however, till my husband's home to frame her, because he has a better eye for mats than I do. I do not have the same ability as he does when it comes to matting things. He can interpret much better than I can. So that was really worked on quite a bit. And the last thing I worked on, I'm trying to figure out where to put all my stuff. The last thing I worked on, or rather the first thing I worked on in the whole series, was my Dear Heart by Kathy Barrick. Looks a little something like that. And I am at the point where everything is done up to that point. So I got this part in, I got all the flowers and stuff done, I got these little things. I hate these little things. These things bug the... There's like five stitches of each color. It's just too much for me. The deer is getting done. I would like to have this finished soon too. I feel like I've passed the halfway mark. I don't know. What do you think? I've got the body of the deer, this flower, and this leaf. And then the little annoying things. So I'm probably halfway. I'm willing to say I'm halfway. I got the big overarching flower done. I know how that goes in there. So this one and the Gypsy Queen are going to stay in rotation. I'm going to pull the sheepies out, and I've picked up the Sugar Skull out of, I think it was the 2015 Halloween book. Is it the 2015? Yeah, it was the 2015 Halloween book, Halloween Just Cross Stitch, by Alessandra Adelaide Designs, that I'm using the floss from Germany that Tracy sent me, and that one's coming along pretty good, and it's super easy for my brain, because my brain needs easy right now. So my mom was here, and we did have some shopping excursions. One of the things was this. We were at Joann's, and in Canada there is no Joann's. So my mom went crazy and bought a bunch of cross-stitch kits, and she said I could pick one. And I really like this one. This one is kind of ridiculous and insane. It's a wizard in space. But it made me think of my husband for some reason, and that just made me happy. So I was like, yes, I need to do this. And it should go in our book nook next to the sci-fi and fantasy stuff, because it's very Gandalfian. So, and it even comes with like stars. The other thing was, it was pre-color coded. There was one about birds too that I really liked, but like this one, pre-separated. However, I question this shade of blue here, this shade of blue on this blue Ada, but it's 14 count. However, now that I've seen it done on Instagram and Flosstube, I think I will wash this to get the starch out, because I hate stitching on starchy stuff. My mom also got me the Crusted Crazy, August 2017, and it's got a little Peter Rabbit stuff in it, and I just thought it's so cute, like ridiculously adorable. And it came with 2 free metallic threads, one's pink, one's silver. And this booklet, it has 50 exclusive charts, and I think this is probably the reason I like the magazine the most, because of the My Soul is Fed with Needle and Thread, or Be Creative Every Day. Like, I love these, and I think they'd be so great to just make for little mini gifts if you have to do mini gifts for stuff. I don't know. They'd be good to have around for Christmas presents if you want to give them away. I got the 2017 collector's issue of Just Cross Stitch. I have 2015. I have 2016. Of course I need 2017. Most of this left me feeling a little blah, but where's 69? I do love the owl. I like some of the other things. The Raven in Witch's House totally turns my shaft. But for the most part, like, if you look at the back, it's got everything that's in it, and I find a lot of it to be really cliche, which isn't totally my thing. The Nevermore bird, the haunting stuff, like, I could see myself making a good portion of this, but some of it is just not me. Like the little fairy witches, I'm sure there's someone else, but they're not me. But I still needed it because I am a collector, and I have to be that way because that's the way I am as a human being. I found this at Goodwill, and I had to pick it up. It's Scandinavian cross-stitch designs. It's super old. but it was just so pretty. I could not resist. How old are you? Oh, super old. 1990? 1996. Published in the UK. It has a lot of edging things, like, I don't know how I'm gonna, there. There. But, like, see, like, table edgings, lots of samplery stuff. There's a fair bit of, like, foliage. Picture of bowl with flowers. This is so hard to do without showing you the actual thing, so I apologize. It's not made for showing you things. Like, do I even have a piece of paper? Here, this might work. Okay, bear with me. But this wall hanging, yeah, for all the Viking people around here, that is pretty much going to be a be-all and end-all. But really enjoyed it, really like looking through it. May do some stuff out of that, you know, I never know. I pick up a lot of reference books because I like reference materials. And let's face it, another book? Yes, please. That should just be. Then this was originally $7.49 on sale for 99 cents. And how can you resist Blackwork for 99 cents? Like, look at that. Oh, and it says $9.99 on the back, so apparently we have no idea how much this actually cost. It's Tabitha Sampler, Blackwork Journey, designs by Elizabeth Almond. We all know who Elizabeth Almond is, so, like, I couldn't buy that. I had to. Then I've got the Survivor Rosette Table, Struvor Rosette Table Runner. And this is Hardanger, and I want to try some Hardanger, so I picked it up. My husband also wants to try Hardanger, so. The Vintage Hardanger Doily. And at 99 cents, like, really? And then the Heirloom Inspiration 1 Hardanger. The last thing I picked up, and I know you can get these at like Walmart and stuff, but for $2.99 I figured, why not? It's the Zenbroidery Art of Freeform Stitching, completely sealed pack with everything. So, why not? Was my theory. And that is what I ended up picking up. I have gotten all the DMC for the Peace Angel, except for one that was not there when I went to get it, so I have to go back and get that. But I'm hoping to have it finished soon. I'm liking this once a month thing, so I'll do another episode in a month to update you on what I've been doing. Hopefully with a finished Gypsy Queen. Because that is where I'm at in my life right now. I can do this once a month. But I hope everyone else is having a good stitchy time. I love watching everybody else's stitchy videos, so keep them up. And yeah, bye.